Welcome to Math and Stuff. This is where I live on the internet and where I teach classes. We're going to go through what I do on the first day. On the first day, the first thing I do is ask students to go to mathandstuff.com. Please do that now. If you're not ready to do that, freeze the video and get to this page. Once you're at this page, go down the links to the class button. This is supposed to be a school of fish or a school of math students. We're going to click on that and go to this page, which is where I live when I'm in school. Should you care, that's what I look like. You don't need to know that. What you need to know is about these things and the links to which they land. So you know who I am. This is the home page for Math and Stuff. You were just there. The next thing we have is the class page. That's this page. We'll go through this page in a minute. In addition to these resources, there is one called Words, and that will take you to a math dictionary. We will often use that during class. The next one is the Middlesex homepage, and we won't use that probably at all. There's an entire directory, a page with Calculus 1, and we probably won't go to that. We probably will go to the pre-calc page often. I'm going there now. I provided calculators to use on the web. I don't have a link for Desmos. Eventually, I'll probably put it on there, but we're going to begin with basic functions. There are other links that we'll go through during the semester, but we start with functions. Another link you have is for algebra. Another link you have is for spreadsheets. Those are the ones that are on the math homepage. Now we go to the pink box. The pink box is how people communicate with me on the web. So I'm just going to put in a squared. That's what I go by in class. Now, depending on which class you're in, the email that you use will be different. But the email I use, I'm just going to go with, let's go with the purple class. So I'm claiming that I'm coming from the purple class. I start with purple. Then, spring of 24. That's the name of the mailbox for the purple class. At mathnsstuff.com. That's the entire address for the purple class, which I'm coming from. I'm going to mark it as purple, and I'm going to put in my student number, which happens to be 00. Student numbers are 2-digit numbers. Then I'm going to write a message. This is for the video. So we're making the video that I will be referring to this semester whenever I talk about the first day video. And if you forget what I say the first day, you can always go back to that. In addition to marking the message, I have to claim I'm not a robot, and then I can send the message. This is what you should do should you wish to speak to me. You will get, once you send the message, a green page that says thank you for the message. If you don't get one of those, the message hasn't gone through, click it again. Should not be a problem. Next, we come to my political views. Then we come to my schedule. This is a green pre-calc. This is a yellow calc. Here's an office hour. There's an office hour. There's a blue calc. Again, the green, the yellow, and the blue. The purple class is down here. It does not have a scheduled time because the class runs asynchronously Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It does, however, have a link here. We'll get to that in a minute. We're going to talk about letters and quizzes and weekly report. But you're going to need the purple class. There are announcements, and the only announcement I have here is the locations for the Zoom meeting and my office hours. And I don't think I need that. Projects, I'm not requiring them this semester. Comments from former students are here. We're going to first go to the class page for the purple class. It has the fact that there are no Zoom meetings at the present time. I don't think we're going to have any Zoom meetings at all. However, this is the course outline arranged by topic and when it is tested. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to write a letter. And next week, you have a test, believe it or not. So we have to get through, quote, you have to get through all that stuff before Friday's test. Let's look at that in detail a little bit. You're the purple class, you're meeting independently, and non-exam events is either posted or emailed by Wednesday night when you have to have it turned in by Friday night. The only exception is the exam, which you get Tuesday morning, and it'll come Tuesday morning and you have to return it Tuesday morning, the 5th of May. So that's the only date that you're booked because it's the final exam. Now this looks like a lot, but let's look at it relative to the other pre-calc class I'm teaching. That's the green class. Their schedule lays it out. Notice their test is the 5th. 5th is a Monday. They don't have a Thursday class, but their Friday class, but their test is at the same time yours is. Their curriculum matches yours, but yours in the purple class, because you've decided to do it independently on the net, these match up with the purple class I'm teaching Zoom, but it looks like you have a whole lot of work to do, and you do. You have a great deal of work to get done. The test is only 40 minutes. This one is 40 minutes, and I give them quickly. I'm giving them quickly because the rest of the department, I believe, is giving a 20-point test on something like March 1st. But the first two, I want 10%, so it doesn't impact your grade as much as a 20%. You get 10% on the first test. You can figure out what you're doing right or wrong and whether you need to get a tutor or not. 20%, 20%, 20%, that's the entire semester. Other stuff that I have linked here. Again, if you want to contact me, you're going to go through the pink box. Grades and cheating policy. Here's the link. Don't use Canvas except for the first few columns. The quizzes don't get posted till the end of the semester, but you have a test 1 and a test 2. All this stuff, ignore, because we're not using any of that. You're not taking 09, you don't need to see that. What you do need to see is how grades work. I don't give normal grades. I use the normal grading rubric, but I don't give a normal grade. This is what I give. If you get a 20%, that's an F. I don't want that averaged in. I will just give you the F. Next test, let's say you get a D. Next test, let's say you get a C, and then a B, and then an A on the final. Now that's very unusual. Usually, the grades go down. Usually, I don't get an A on a final unless the student has been an A-B student all semester. But that's what the grades are in this example. If I wish the sum of the grades, I press so far. Oh, here, what else do we have? Here's the final. Let's make the final, if you cheat on the final. If you cheat, it's a grade of -1. That's below 0. You get a 0 if you didn't show up for a test. So it's really important that you make your assignments turned in by the times you need them. Let's just put a 4 there. That's a B. So far, this student has 17.5 points. They'd like to know what they're getting. This student will get a C in the course. If it comes up negative, you've earned enough points for a C. C or better is what you're aiming for. D is not good because the course may not even transfer to a 4-year. So let's do a little more with the grades. Now let's make it normal. Let's make that a 3. Quizzes. Now again, if you miss stuff, it's not good. Pretend this student has not turned in quizzes so far. They get 12.5 points. That will not be enough to pass the course. Another thing one might do with this table, let's make that more interesting. A 4. Suppose you're going into the final exam. You finished test 1, 2, 3, 4, and the quizzes have been graded at the end of the semester. You want to know if you can go out and play the night before the final, or if you have to sit at home and relax, or if you've got to cram. I don't think you should cram. So far, the student has gotten 12.5 points up to this point in time, but has not yet taken the final. So let's put in the numbers. We just did this, so the numbers come up the same. This student, because they didn't put any 12.5 points. What do they need? They have earned a D. They need another 2.5 points. They need a C to get a C. So let's just put in the 2.5 points. And I'll show you how it works. The total goes up. And the student has now earned a C. You can find your actual average. I'm not going to play with that. We're back to the purple page. In pre-calc, you will need graph paper. You can choose from a whole bunch of graph papers. You don't need that. What you do need is 3 regular plain papers, a bunch of those, and 3 trig graph papers, a bunch of those. I have provided a link to Sketchpad. I do more stuff in Sketchpad, but it's from your point of view. If you've never used Sketchpad, it's like, I don't remember what the program is. Starts with a B. That is a computation program. Here again are the 2 packages of notes of web pages, just the list of all the resources. Then I've created a PDF file. Is it opening? There we go. Maybe opening twice, I'm not sure. The PDF file contains everything we just went over, almost, a little bit more. It went over the course outline. It gives you my outline. It gives you your MyOpenMath code. I'll show you where that is in another place. It also gives you 3 plain graphs per page and 3 trig graphs per page. So you could just copy the pages. I thought that would be handy. We're back to purple. Textbook info. Well, we didn't find that. I think that's because they changed the location. But that's where it will be when I figure out where the new location is. You may download the text. This one's linked. Here's a download. I'm not going to bother, but you can download the entire book. What I'm probably going to do is what I did last semester. I broke it into pieces. So I will email those to you. I'll talk about that later. But if your link isn't working, we'll talk about that. Then you can always download it from there. I can get out of here. MyOpenMath. Let's go there now. Here's my name and here's my login. You have to register as a new student unless you've already been logged in. on the MyOpenMath, you will find, well, let's see if mine will give you anything good. All right, let's go to purple 129. This is what I want you to see. I will not ever fill in anything here because I don't want to deal with that. I want you to deal with the purple page. This is all the stuff. I believe this course really starts with chapter 2, which if you go to the purple, most of those are 2 and 3 and 4 on the first test. So if you're in MyOpenMath and you want to go to where the course starts, here's all the sections. I don't think you're going to need that one. I don't think you're going to need this one. At least I hope you don't. You should just be able to fly through those. Complex numbers, I believe we skip. Quadratics, other type of equations, they're inequalities and other solving equations. I think you get the idea. Let's just go to one section. Okay. Here's videos. Let's see if it takes us anywhere good. And you have a whole video. Okay, so you know where to find videos and you know where to find problems. Here's a reading. So this is the course outline in the book. They want you to order a print copy. You don't need that because I've given you the link. Well, it looks like it really wants to push the book. But at least you've got the videos. Practice is what many professors assign as work. I do not assign this at all. You've got enough in the course textbook. We'll go to that shortly. Let's get out of here. I don't think I have to log out. All right, so we've gone through all of this now. It's not likely you will have a lot of notes. What I plan on doing is reacting on notes to anyone that has a question on content. I will know you have a question because you send me a pink box saying, I need help with this, or saying, I want an office hour. So the notes, I've posted one for today. I posted the course outline and I posted the MyOpenMath information. And that's the entire purple support page. Now we go back to the math page with the pink box. I'm going to letter. Letters important. These are the things I can say about all the courses I teach. The grade is based on performance, not practice. You do not, unless it's a special condition, get credit for homework. The homework I give you is things like, let's just go back. Let's go to pre-calc. And let's go back to where we were. We were on the letter. Okay, so you want to see a kind of homework I would give? And yes, it's kind of different. Here's a log, connect the dots. And yeah, I'm serious. Here's your connect the dots that you knew how to do when you were a child in school. But here it is with pre-calc content. Okay, let's get out of that. So most of the time, I don't grade you on homework. There are no makeup tests. There's no extra credit. There's no practice sheet unless you find it in MyOpenMath. If you find it in MyOpenMath, then you got practice, or there is practice in the textbook. Let me see if I can find the textbook. Book has links to videos. I use usually two things. I look at the notes that I've gone over. So if you want to see what's going on, you should go to the green class notes. If you just want somebody to give you a video lecture, there you go. It's, I believe, the same ones that are listed in MyOpenMath. Chapter review, practice problems. Chapter test on the 26th. That's Friday of the first week of school. Has two parts to it. We're looking at the two parts. We went over the part you submit with the green box. Then we started going over the part you have to email. And here's a reminder of where you put it. Now, up to here is the letter. And then on your subject line in your email, stick the email address also. If it doesn't take it, then don't give me the email, put that in the body of the email text. Okay, after you do the first two-part assignment, each of the others, you need to write a weekly report, unless for your class, I put the weekly report right in your test or your quiz. So your class has an assignment for each of those. Here's the names of the assignments. So you won't have to create a separate report. But these are kind of like the questions I'm going to be asking. So what I've just told you is, if I'm going to require this stuff on your test or quiz, it's very likely, no, I want it bigger. It's very likely you would have to address a topic that I pick from what's covered on the test or quiz for that week. And write the title, which I will give you, and then a summary. Here's what you could do for review of slope. Here's another example. Graphs of all functions are found in the instant reference box on the pre-calc notes page. Each function has a unique purpose. The slope of a vertical line is undefined. The slope of a line is constant. That talks about all the graphs. So what could one write in here for something we're doing? So you'd have to, let's talk about slope. Slope is a number, a fraction. stating how the function is changing. So you could have a zero slope, means no change. A positive slope means the function is increasing. A negative slope means the function's decreasing. If you get a 5 over 0, that would be undefined, which is an infinite slope. Which means a vertical line, a vertical asymptote. And then suggestions, you can put it, but you again submit the report. Hit it, click. All right, we didn't get a green page. We got it up here. That means I'm missing something down here. Well, I'll have to look at that. You get the idea. I'm going to get out of the letter. I'm going to get out of the purple page and look and see if there's anything else. We went over announcements. We went over letter. Quiz. I have a special page on which I tell you what quiz you'll have. And you'll notice this is only got blue and yellow and green. I have to put in purple for when I give you a test or quiz. Here's instructions for mailing it. You've gone over submitting it through a form. So you either complete the form and hit submit, and see the green page, that's submitting it, or you send it by email, and that's what all this talks about, in case you don't know how to do it. And I guess I have to edit this down here. Let's see what else we have to go over. We went over the colored pages. Green you could use as a reference also. These are the URLs for the Zoom classes. These are comments from students. Project we're not doing semester. Here's the first day video. All right, we're back on the math page with the pink box. Let's just hit the video, and it takes you to a page, and here is the video for the first day. Now, it's not loaded at this point because I'm writing the video as we speak. But you will be able to hit the links, and the link will take you to the video. And that finishes the whole page and the first day. Have a wonderful semester.